Lady Kulthum was the younger daughter of Imam Ali. She is known as Zainab al-Sughra, Sughra meaning the smaller. This name was given because of her pious and beautiful nature. It is said that this title was given to her by the Holy Prophet. When Lady Fatima was martyred in 11th Hijri, Lady Kulthum was very young. But the Lady of Light, Fatima al-Zahra, was well aware about the future, and before her death, Lady Fatima said to Kulthum,
"My will to you is to participate with your father and brothers to defend Islam. Melt yourself to your brother Hussein. His turn will come. He will be the person to carry the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you will be participating with him at that time. You have to share with him everything that will befall his path. Be prepared to face even captivity on his path. You have to be for your brothers, care for them, and be a mother for them."
What is clear and agreed was her presence in Karbala during the battle.
Yes, some people may have denied her, but she is not denied by majority. Majority of the people accept that she existed, number one. Number two, she was in Karbala, and she many times has said poetry, and she has given sermons in Kufa on her return to Medina, so her name has been mentioned.
Historians write that on the day of Ashura, her son Qasim bin Aun was one of Imam Hussein's soldiers and was martyred along with his cousins and uncles. She was witnessing the battle, witnessing her brother Imam Hussein being surrounded by bloodthirsty soldiers. Then when she saw Imam Hussein fall from his horse, she expressed her pain.
"My calamity is so great. I cannot even explain it through poetry. I cannot begin to comprehend it. Through my knowledge and thoughts, you approached the event and it shocked me. I used to honor every neighbor, but today, look at him laid down on the earth. There is no welcome for his arrival except for seeking revenge for the sake of Hussein. It is not the fault of Al-Jawad that Allah has made him miss his horse, but he has also protected him from harm. Oh my soul, be patient in this world and its trials. This is Hussein going to the Lord of the heavens."
When the other ladies listened to these words of Lady Kulthum, they came out from the camps and saw the horse soaked with Imam Hussein's blood. Lady Kulthum cried out aloud,
"O Muhammad, O Father, O Ali, O Jafar, O Hamza, here is Hussein in the open plain of Karbala."
When Lady Kulthum saw Imam Hussein's mutilated body, she said,
"O Apostle of Allah, come and see how the body of your son is discarded upon the plains without even the ceremonial washing. The blowing sands have placed a shroud upon him while the flowing blood from his jugular veins has washed him. O Rasulullah, see how your daughters are humiliated and taken as captives while the heads of the shining moons are raised on the ends of spears. There is no advocate protecting them, and the heads of his children are raised upon spears shining like the moons."
It is reported that she was very upset and disturbed seeing people leaving Imam Hussein up until the 9th of Muharram. When Yazid's forces burnt the camps of Imam Hussein after his martyrdom, the children became dispersed. Lady Kulthum and Lady Zainab, amidst this chaos, rushed to find the children. Both ladies were shouting the names of the children, asking them to come back. Then Lady Zainab asked Lady Kulthum to take care of the children.
Kulthum, tell the women to look at their children. I want all women to look after their children, and there shouldn't be anyone missing.
Lady Kulthum was a huge support to Lady Zainab, and without her it would have been difficult for Lady Zainab to lead the caravan. Imam Hussein's son, Imam Zainul Abidin, was unable to take command of the caravan of women and children after Imam Hussein's martyrdom, as he was seriously ill. So therefore Lady Zainab and Lady Kulthum safeguarded both the children and the women. It is said that both ladies gathered the women and the children at one place and then stood on two different positions to supervise remaining members. When captives were being taken to Kufa, people stared at the looted caravan. When Lady Kulthum saw this insensitivity of the people, she said,
O people of Kufa, do you not have any sense of shame before Allah and His Messenger, so you look at the ladies of the Prophet?
When the caravans reached Kufa, it is said that Lady Kulthum gave a historic sermon. She admonished the people of Kufa and said,
Why did you not come to help my brother? Why did you chain the family of the Prophet? What will you answer to Rasulullah on the Day of Judgment?
One tradition says that when the looted and poor caravan reached Kufa, some women came out with dates and food with the intention of giving charity. And upon seeing this, Lady Kulthum said,
O women of Kufa, your men killed our men. Why are you crying now? You'll see what Allah will do on the Day of Judgment. And remember this, we are the Ahlul Bayt. Charity on us is forbidden, so take your food back.
Sayyid ibn Tawus mentions that Lady Kulthum then said,
You killed my brother. Woe be upon you. You will surely be rewarded by the fire which burns eternally. You have shed the blood whose shedding was proclaimed to be unlawful by Allah, by the Quran and Rasulullah. May you receive tidings of the fire where tomorrow you shall dwell eternally. I will weep upon my brother all through my life, who was born as the best of creatures after Rasulullah. The tears will flow down my cheeks, similar to the flood and rain waters, and will never dry up.
बहुत ही अजीम खुतबे हैं और ख़ुसूसियत के साथ जब आप जो हैं पलट करके मदीने आई हैं तो आपने मदीने को यानी शहर मदीना को मुखातब करके जो है जो अशार कहे हैं क्या शहर उसका मफ़हूम यह है शहर मदीना। तुम्हें याद है कि जब हम यहाँ से चले थे तो हमारी गोद भरी हुई थी, हमारे साथ कौन कौन था और कैसे कैसे लोग थे जब हम यहाँ से चले हैं, मगर ए मदीना जब हम पलट करके आए हैं तो अब ये नहीं है और ये नहीं है और ये नहीं है।
Her continuous campaign to spread the message of Karbala was becoming unacceptable to the Umayyad leaders. As a result, she was put under house arrest to prevent her from unmasking Yazid and the Umayyad atrocities against the house of the Holy Prophet. Unfortunately, it is unclear when she exactly died, but many historians believe that she died after 4 months and 10 days after her return to Medina.